Good morning, 7:30. Welcome to Trinity Yoga. Let's begin with some seated movements. Feel comfortable here in my seat. And my neck. Move the other side. Just do this back and forth. Keep your shoulder down. Keep both shoulders down. Chin your chest, really round the back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chin your chest. Inhale, look up. Chin your chest. Look up. Side body stretch. Time your breath with your movement. Inhale on raising, exhale on the extension. Now let's do some seated cat-cow. So exhale cat, round the back. Inhale. Exhale. What is this? I don't know. Let's make up a name. It's nerve gliding. What I'm doing. Now I'm going to start with some torso twists. I'm not forcing with my arms. I'm always twisting at the waist. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, full, strong extension. Place your hands on the floor. Really kind of force your chest forward. Yes, I said force. Yeah, it doesn't want to go. So you're going to make it go. You're going to discipline yourself. Exhale, forward fold. Discipline is not punishment. And we're talking about need and want. Discipline is something you need. It's really hard in this life. There's absolutely nothing about this life that's easy. The easy parts of this life you got to be aware of. Be wary of them. It's okay to enjoy them, to find solace, to, if you've got an easy life, congratulations. But the reality is, you're going to run into a challenge that requires discipline. And discipline is not punishment. Discipline is making the choice to do the thing when it's hard. All right, let's come on to tabletop. More cat-cows. This is going to be creating more motion. I like to start with seated, and we're going to wiggle our spines. We want to push our hips. I'm pushing my hips this way and my shoulders this way. That's different than rounding, right? Sometimes I'm pushing my hip this way and my shoulders are going this way. I'm trying to touch my shoulder to my hip. There we go. We can come back on your legs. Reach your hands out. Walk into my child's pose. My apologies. And now up. Tabletop. Push back into down dog. Start walking the dog. That means pushing back and doing this number, right? I'm not worried about being on a balance beam and doing it. You can do it this way, you can do it this way, it's whatever. We're just getting comfortable. Psst. There's a secret about form. It only matters if you want people to see you doing things. Form does help the body achieve shapes, right? But the final shape, the perfection of the shape, has to do with aesthetics. I'm forcing myself into this visually pleasing line. I don't know how much is visually pleasing about me. You have to say. I like me just fine. You know what I mean? So if I'm creating these beautiful circles as a gymnast or a dancer, that is because I'm trying to achieve an aesthetic gift to an audience. We're doing yoga. We're breathing, we're disciplining our body, we're finding strength, right? Come up on our knees, let's do a torso twist. If you can't do your knees, that's fine. Find another way to do the torso twist. What I'm doing here could be considered threading the needle, right? I can also be threading the needle on the floor. But let's do this twist. This is the same emotion as when I'm doing scorpion, right? Everything in yoga is a variation of the same things. Extension and contraction. Pulling into our center. It's rotation. And it's either external rotation or internal rotation, right? We should be able to do both. See, I'm still working on this bad boy. I'm still healing up here, trying to get it to the point where it's less painful. I don't know what I'm doing right now. It's kind of like an IYT thing. You know, if you don't know what an IYT is, you normally do it weighted, and you go I, Y, T. It's for your scap and rhomboid muscles in your back. It's not really a shoulder thing. It's your back going into extension. Let's do some IYTs. If you want to do them weighted, get a weight. But this is just getting the movement pattern. What you really want to do is you want to feel your scaps like they're pulling together in the back. Now I'm going to just do another side bend on my knees. All right, that's moving, right? Let's push back into down dog. I'm really pushing my hips up into the air. I'm trying to bring my heels to the floor. Knee to nose. I'm doing a figure forward and down dog. What does that do for me? I don't know. Try it. Figure out what your body needs. It's not doing enough for me. Figure four seems to work better when you're extension. I'm holding here. Really concentrating on rounding my back. Three-legged dog. Putting my heel down. And keep your hips straight. Opening your hip up into wild thing. Stretch, reach. Float over into fallen warrior. I'm floating the leg and lead it down. Yeah, I'm doing a floating fallen warrior. I don't know what this is, but it feels like work. It feels like discipline. Three-legged dog. Your nose into lizard. Stir the hip. It's okay to roll on to your outside of your foot. Go the other direction. Stir back. Reverse. Come back. Three-legged dog. This is going to be a big movement. Level those hips turning. I'm going to go from three-legged dog into warrior two. Notice I exhaled when I was bringing my leg, closing it towards my body, and then inhale to help myself lift. Inhale to stand. Be intentional about your breathing. Let's say you've got balance issues and stuff like that. Think about your breath. Your breath activates your core. And then your core is what moves your trunk, right? We forget about this. We think it's this. Think it's this. Our brain stops thinking about how to move our body. Right? Open the palms up. Reach forward into side angle. You can rest your elbow on top of your thigh if you want. You can float your elbow out in the front of your thigh. Open your chest up. Come into extension. Really stretch the obliques, but don't let yourself collapse. Like I'm not resting on my thigh. Warrior two. Exalt the warrior. Some people call this reverse warrior. I have an issue with that. You don't reverse the warrior. You exalt them. You raise your arms in victory for them. Because if the warrior's coming home, they've done something for you. Side angle. I almost did it. Exalt your warrior. Bend into that front knee. Don't let that knee kind of come up. Be disciplined with yourself. Exhale, forward fold. Lift your right leg. I'll let it come to a rest. Let yourself breathe here and rest. Find your ease in this situation. Really kind of push back into your hips. If you need to, go into child's pose. One more breath. Exhale. Inhale. Plank. Halfway down. Hold. Come to rest. Chin and chest. Knees. Allow your toes to roll over so that they are, tops of your feet are on the mat. Baby cobra. I'm not using my hands. Baby cobra. You gotta say it like that when you come up. Baby cobra. Although you should be inhaling, so don't say anything at all. Baby cobra. Reach your arms out. We're Superman flying, so really make a strong core. Lift your body. Look, I'm flying. I'm dodging whatever. I don't, why does Superman dodge things? He should just fly through them, you know? I guess he dodges airplanes so he doesn't hurt the people inside. So I'm dodging airplanes. Fists go fast, right? That looks fast. Like a Delta Wing Tomcat airplane. Yes, this is work. It's requiring discipline. Now I'm parachuting. Right? Inhale. Come into plank. Plank should be straight back. Push to downward facing dog. Bring your left leg into the air. You thought I forgot about the left leg. Floated. Pushing the three-legged down dog. Exhale, bring it into your nose. Just hold here. On your back. Keep the leg floating. Discipline. Kick back in a three-legged down dog. And you're going to bring it back through knee to nose. And then out to lizard. All right. We're going to stir this hip. Go in different directions. This hip doesn't like this. I'm going to just go ahead and let my hips, you let the gravity pull on my hips and really kind of stretch out the inside of the groin on that leg, standing up into kind of like a standing triangle. I'm doing this because this leg feels different than the other one. And in the effort of balance, I guess I could make sure I had done the same on both sides, but my body's not balanced. You know, I have things that hurt on my left side that don't hurt on my right side. All right. Exhale. Inhale, bring your foot back into extension. Open up your hips. Come back into wild. Push, push, push. Come back over into floating warrior or fallen warrior. Float that leg. Do these oblique exercises. Kicking back into down dog. By the way, that's an abductor and oblique exercise. Come back into just regular down dog. Into plank. Come into halfway down. Hold. Discipline. Rest, chest, knees, chin. Really kind of let your head come forward. This is a stretch. If it's painful, like it's bad for you pain, don't do it. I'm just resting here. I have to stretch my neck. I have non-painful sensation on my left side. All right? Come back into Superman. Flying fast, airplane hands. prop plane hands. This is more like superjet hands. Prop hands. You can turn them up if you want. Do this. You know, adjust your flaps and ailerons, whatever you want to call them. The idea is keep your tummy tight, keep your back tight. Really. There we go. Use the back and the belly and the glutes. Glutes are firing. Toes are pointing. Flying fast. Dodging airplanes so we don't hurt the people. All right, bring your hands. Push back. Child's pose. Tell your back to calm down. Just calm down, back. We need some discipline. Come up in the tabletop. Come up on your knees. And just do a back extension. Right? We're doing it. We were just using the floor as a block to push ourselves. What I'm attempting to do is I really want to get some mobility in my upper spine, so I'm using my muscles to force me into it, right? Or I'm using this hand to kind of educate where I need a bit more. Sometimes we need touch, because we're not in our bodies, we're in our heads. And we don't know, like, does this cause pain? Where's that pain coming from? That's what it means to be in your body versus in your head. In your head means, I don't know what my body does. My body just does its thing, right? But I have no mind-muscle connection. So if I'm hurting here, but it's actually coming from up here, I can't figure it out. I just think I'm hurting in my hand. But the pain's coming from up here, right? Because nerves have a pathway, meridians. I'm going to come into a supported side plank, right? Float my top foot. And I'm going to come into, it's not a gate close, but I don't know what this is. Just open make your hands go far away from you. Come back into tabletop. I'm going to do a cat-cow just because we need to neutralize ourselves. And I'm going to come back into a floating foot supported side plank, right? And I'm going to open up this way. Inhale, coming back to center. Oh, dang it. You're right. I did forget to do the big come into, whatchamacallit? Yeah, warrior two. Exhale, back into down dog, lift your left leg. Exhale, bring it through. Inhale on your rise up, dropping your back foot down, setting your front foot, opening up to warrior two. Here. Now, what did I do? It was something interesting, right? Oh, side angles. That's right. Side angle. Exalt the warrior. Really reach up into the sky. Really activate the glute. Really be knee over your foot. Don't rest on the thigh. You can place your arm here if you want, but you're not resting on the thigh. You're supporting yourself with your torso. Open your chest. Really reach. Inhale on your way up to Exalted Warrior. If you wobble, don't worry about it. One more time. And we come back into Warrior Two. Discipline, like this is making my leg work. You know, I'm feeling it here. It's okay. Discipline is you feel the burn and you're going to do it anyways. You're telling your body what to do, not your body telling you what to do. It's how you become in control of yourself. Right? You force your body to do things it doesn't want to do, but you do. Inhale, star. You just star. I'm going to switch here. Here we go. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold deeper. Inhale all the way up. By the way, if you exhale to go up and you inhale to collapse, all you're doing is when you inhale, you're filling your torso up with air, so it makes it harder for you to get a full closure, right? That's all. Because obviously I'm talking and I'm breathing. Where do we want to go from here? Exhale, let's come across, touch our ankle. If you have balance issues, just touch your thigh. And then touch your knee. That doesn't take you over. Remember, root through your feet. Really drive energy through your feet, through the ball of your foot. Touch your ankle. Come the other side. Exhale, come to the opposite ankle, and we're just going to alternate. Excellent. Exhale, forward fold, touch your hands to the floor. Walk your hands to your foot, to your left foot. Walk your hands to your right foot. Walk your hands to the center. Question number 4. Just hang out here. You can ragdoll if you choose. Wide-legged ragdoll. I'm going to walk my feet in to yogi squat. I know I've got you facing out that way, but you can choose to face me. So many people would be looking at this and going, my God, he's got terrible mobility. But for me, this feels like amazing. Like, look how deep I am in my squat. Part of that is how my hip flexors are always tight from lots of sitting, working at a desk. I'm pressing my elbows out my knees, spreading my thighs. The reason why I'm doing that is my body feels like it has to keep me safe by being tight here. And I'm just going to hang out here long enough for my body to realize it doesn't have to protect itself in this position. I'm going to lean forward. I'm going to support my hip raise. Okay? I had to adjust my heels to get my hips up into the air, right? If I kept them here, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Matter of fact, I can even use that. Ooh. That moves something in my pelvis. Bring my toes forward. I'm going to grab my big toe with my victory fingers or peace fingers. Forward fold. Now I'm standing straight up, straight at the legs, and I'm pulling forward, right? I'm fighting my desire to let my knees bend. But if you have to, if you're hurt, do it. Let your knees bend. I'm all about discipline is not punishment. Discipline is deciding you're going to do something and then following through for your sake, making contracts with yourself and fulfilling them. Should not be punishment. It may feel like, I don't know, how do we solve that conflict, right? Like discipline is doing something because you've required it of yourself. Punishment is when someone is treating you badly to make you feel how they hurt them, right? So if I punish my child, there's nothing that they're getting out of that other than I am demonstrating power. So are you demonstrating power over your body? Yeah. Discipline is demonstrating power over your body in that way. But discipline is also like an intellectual discipline. Discipline applies to many things in our life. Let's bring our feet together. Hands up in the air. Exhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your hands out. Walk your feet back into plank. Walk your hands a little further away from your center of gravity. Keep your tummy tight, your butt tight, right? Your lower abdomen tight. Keep walking your hands out. Walk them out. Walk them out. Walk them out. Hold when it gets tough. It's also okay to fail. It's okay to get injured. That's not a moral reflection on yourself. It's okay to say, I don't have enough discipline to accomplish this task in this moment. That's not a permanent condition. That's a momentary need for respite. Even when warriors are on the battlefield, you don't fight constantly. You fight and then you have to retreat, you have to pull back. And if you want to maintain ground, you need more men in reserve that are resting, they come forward and then they pull back, right? And the way you manage your effort and your discipline is you can do it in surges. Small things lead to great victories. But you have to constantly be doing something. Reach your hands back out. I'm gonna see if I can pick myself up. I'm gonna walk my hands in here because I don't feel strong enough to really lift. My shoulders are not there yet. So if I come here, I can push my chest up, but I can't get my legs going even if they're stiff, right? Maybe here. There we go, that works. Right? Walking my hands back. Exhale into forward fold, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Come all the way up fast. Dive bomb back out. Walk your hands back out. Do a push up. Up dog. Push back into down dog. Walk your hands back. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Dive bomb back down. Exhale, walk out. Push up. Up dog. Push back up, push down, push back into down dog. Walk your hands back. This is going to be the last time through. Halfway left, forward fold. All the way up. Exhale, dive bomb down. Walk your hands back out. Come down, rest. At the beginning, if I'd gone that fast, I would have fallen over, but I've been doing lots of preparatory work, right? Oh. Sorry, my neck is uncomfortable. Let's push up into plank. Walk our feet forward into floating tabletop. Drop our knees down. And if you have the ability, you can push past here onto your hips. Come to a seated position. Yep, I needed to do that a little bit right there. We're going to do some boats. Boats. Straighten your legs out. Right? Float them. If you want your knees straight, do that. Float your hands. Really engage. Don't round in your back. Lift your chest. Right? Really engage the core. Come in low boat. Low boat does a lot more for you than high boat. Right? This is a gymnastics move. Just do this number here. I used to do this in rescue swimmer school or air crew school. Try to hold. Get my low back, climb the ground. That's healthier for it. Kick, kick, kick. It's a lot of work, right? Try pointing your toes. Try pulling your toes toward your face. Do anything to distract yourself from the fact that your core is starting to really feel tight and it's burning. And this is hard work, but that's okay because we're disciplined. Bring your hands back. You can dead bug if you want. Bring your knees into your chest. That was hard work, right? Come into a seat. Actually, let's keep our legs out in front. Exhale, forward fold. Grab your feet, grab your legs. Fold as deep as you can, right? Actually, let's reset. Inhale, chest up, all the way up. Hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Keep your back straight. Don't round your back into position. Inhale, big. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, big. Exhale, forward fold. I don't know why I'm playing with my ankles. You can choose to do that. I'm just resting in this position. Inhale all the way up. Bring your knee to chest. Right knee to chest. There we go. I'm really kind of hugging it in tight. I'm doing that. And I'm breathing into my lower abdomen. And exhaling, squeezing tight. Inhaling big. Exhaling, squeezing tighter. Inhaling big. Really fill it up. Really fill it up. Relax. All right. Now I'm going to twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Twisting from the torso. I'm not pulling my leg. I'm twisting from the torso. Look. Inhale. Same amount of rotation. Grabbing this leg and pulling it tight. Just breathe into this position. Breathe into your lower abdomen. Breathe into your lower back. It's barking at you, telling you, hey, I need attention. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist the other way from the torso. You can use this leg as a block though. Torso twist. Just breathe here. Get comfortable being uncomfortable here. Listen to your body. What's it saying? Where are you getting signals? Inhale back to center. Bring your right leg down, left leg out. We're going to do the same thing again on this side. This time we are squeezing the leg in. We want our heel as close to our butt as possible. I can't get my heel that close. I don't have that mobility. I have too much muscle mass. I have too much inflammation. I'm blocking here. Inhaling big. Inhale bigger. Again. I was inhaling so big I was pushing my foot out. Inhale. 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 Lower up. What does this do for you? What am I doing right here? What is this stretching? Well, if you're inhaling really big, inhale big. Inhale big. Great, and you pull it forward. it might be putting pressure on your kidneys. It's putting pressure on your lower abdomen. It's really starting to move the stuff in your bowels, right? You can do it. You can do this laying on your back, right? But I can't get the same pressure as I can sitting. You want your chest as upright as possible. All right, now I'm gonna twist, counter. Once I've in my spot, just gonna breathe here for a little bit. Inhale back to center. Going counter, twisting. One more breath. All right, inhale, come back to center. Let your legs fall and wiggle them out. And spread them. And then slowly, low back. One vertebra at a time. Roll your spine on the floor, resting your head. Arms out, reach. Walk your shoulder blades underneath you. Get your shoulders away from your ears. Find a comfortable position. Breathe big into your back. Exhale. Really deeply into your back. All right, I'm gonna come. If you want to look, you can look. Inhale. Push your low back into the ground. Don't lift your head up, right? We want as much back on the floor as possible when we inhale. Really get into the back. Think of pushing the air to the back of your lungs. Exhale. All the way up. Big inhale. Inhale into your back. Let's do it. Inhales. Exhale. Begin breathing normally. Just inhale and exhale. No forcing. No speed. No rush. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Again, coming back. Make fists, ball your feet up, stretch your fingers, wiggle your toes, roll your wrists one direction and then another. Same with the ankles. Create one big body stretch. And then roll over on your side. Okay. 2 breaths. On your next inhale, come up into seated. Thank you for spending time with yourself, for engaging in the discipline of the body, and for spending time with me. Once again, I'm Trinity Greer. This is Trinity Yoga. You can find me on YouTube at youtube.com/Trinity the Director. You can find me on Instagram at Strength Power Fitness. And I hope you have a beautiful day, bright ones. The love and light in me recognizes the love and light in you. Go forth.